Okay, welcome back students. So in the last video we have to discussed about the crop protection management and the crop production management. So in this topic we will tell about our about the last topic of the crop protection management, that is the storage of the grains. So how we can store the grains? So we have different method for the storage of the grains. Like first we have a chemical methods, fumigation method and natural pesticides. So chemical methods, we have to spray various types of the chemicals like the malathonin and pyrethrum and benzene hexachloride. So these chemicals or pesticides are to be used to control the to prevent the crops from the different types of the insects. Okay, next we have fumigation. So the pesticides which can destroy the insect by forming the toxic fumes is called as a fumigant, and that process is to be called as a fumigation. Okay, and third method, adding the small amount of the plant product like the neem powder, crushed dried fruit of the black pepper, vegetable oil. So these can also used to prevent the grain from the insects. Okay, so this is all about how we can store the grains. Next we have a topic, animal husbandry. So that branch of agriculture which deals with the management, feeding, shelter, health care and breeding of animals, livestock is to be called as animal husbandry और एनिमल फार्मिंग, मतलब जिसमें हम एनिमल्स की उसको प्रोटेक्ट करके रखते हैं, उसको फीडिंग देते हैं, उसको शेल्टर देते हैं, उसकी केयर करते हैं, उसकी ब्रीडिंग करवाते हैं. तो उस सारी प्रोसेस को, उस एग्रीकल्चर की उस ब्रांच को हम क्या बोलते हैं? एनिमल हस्बेंड्री. Okay, so next we have cattle farming. So what is a cattle farming? So it is also called cattle husbandry. So it is done for the two purposes, for the milk production and drought labor for the agricultural work like the irrigation, carting. Okay, मतलब cattle farming हम किस लिए करते हैं? एक तो उससे हमें मिल्क मिलता है और दूसरा उसको हम लेबर वर्क में भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं इन एग्रीकल्चर. ठीक है, तो जिसमें हम कैटल्स को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखते हैं उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? कैटल फार्मिंग. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वी हैव another topic, that is about the how we can protect this cattle farming. So we have breeds of the cow and buffalo. Anji. Okay, so what do you mean by the breed? So it is a specific group of the animal that have a similar appearance, behavior, same yield and characteristics. So that is called as a breed of a specific group. Next we have breeds of the cow. So cow we have two types of the breed, milk breed and the draught breeds. So what are the milk breeds? That give cows that give us milk. Okay, and some of the breeds of the cows are the like the Sahiwal, Red Sindhi. So Sahiwal is to be distributed in the Punjab, Haryana and UP, and its characteristics are the large sized, heavy build and good milk yield. Red Sindhi distribution is Andhra Pradesh and characteristics medium in size, red in color, dark and light red shade. Okay, second we have draught breed. So draught breeds that are strong and sturdy and they are the beast of burden used for plowing land. Mostly इनको plowing के लिए use करते हैं. Okay, for example we have Nageri, Malvi and the Halikar. Okay, so these are the draught breeds of the cow. Okay, so next we have breeds of the buffalo. So first we have a Murrah. So Murrah is distributed in the Haryana and Punjab and its milk yield capacity is 1800 to 2500 liter. Next we have Mehsana. Its distribution is in Gujarat and its characteristics are it gives a milk yield of about 1200 to 2500 liter. Okay, and third one is Surti. So it will found in the Rajasthan and Gujarat and its milk yield capacity is 1600 to 1800 liter. Okay, so next we have breeding of the cattle. So the breeding of animal means controlled reproduction to obtain animal with the desired characteristics. Okay, like the high milk yield as well as the long lactation period of the exotic breed. Okay, so this can be done by the cross breeding of animal of the two different breeds, each possessing some of the desired characters. Means they have to taken two breeds and both breeds they have a desirable characters. Okay, so when a new breed is to be formed, so new breed have the characteristics of the both breeds that have been breeder in the earlier session. So that developing a new breed of animal is an extremely delicate task. Okay, so the breed can be of the three types, like the indigenous breed, exotic breed, and the hybrid breed. Okay, indigenous breed means local breeds, exotic means foreign breed, and hybrid mean mixing of both foreign and the local breeds. Okay, so this is all about our cattle farming and the breeds of the cattle. Next we have poultry farming. Hanji. Okay, so our next topic is about the poultry farming. Okay, so it is a poultry farming is a rearing of the fowl, ducks, turkey, and some varieties of the pigeon also for their meat and the egg. Okay, जिसमें मतलब देखो पिजन को, गीस को, डक्स को, चिकन को उनकी प्रोटेक्शन की जाती है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग. ओके, सो द so it is a very cheap source of the animal protein for the non-vegetarian population. So the specialized meat producing poultry birds are called broilers, and the specialized for the egg laying are to be known as a layer. So there one more question important, what do you mean by the difference boilers and the layers? Okay, see this paragraph. So this is the broilers and the layers. Okay, so what are the broilers? Which produce specialized meat, and layers that produce the specialized eggs. Okay, next we have poultry breeds. So we have two types of the breed, indigenous breeds and the Indian breeds. So in the indigenous or the desi breeds, we have a seal that is found in Chhattisgarh and Basra. So the most popular breed is a seal. Okay, and they are very smaller in size, they are slow growing, they lay small eggs and a less number of eggs, 60 eggs per year. Okay, जो असील ब्रीड होती है वो 60 एग प्रोड्यूस करती है पर ईयर. Okay, next we have Indian game bird, the cock fighter. So it also provide a quality of meat but it is not good for egg layer. मतलब जिसको मेनली मीट के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है उसको एग लेइंग के लिए यूज़ नहीं किया जाता. So the average weight of the hens varies from 3 to 4 kg and cocks from the 4 to 5 kg. Okay, so the high egg yielding breeds of the poultry birds which have been acclimated in the India are the white leghorn, Rhode Island, Plymouth, black Minorca. Okay, so these are the breeds of the hen that are mostly used in India for the egg and meat production. Okay, so next question is how we can improve the variety of this poultry farming. So first have to improve the quality of the chicks, second to develop the dwarf rival parent, third tolerate the high temperature, to develop the varieties which more cheap fibrous diet, reduction in the size of the egg, and to develop the breed which have a low maintenance requirement. Okay, so next we have housing, shelter and feed. So first we have growers. So the young birds before attainment of sexual maturity they are called growers. मतलब जो अभी मेच्योर नहीं हुए होते उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं, growers. So there is a first life cycle in their life history. Overcrowding retards their growth. So this is all about our cattle farming. Next we have fish production. So fish is also a very cheap source of the animal protein for our food, and the rearing of the fishes for obtaining food, that is to be called as a fish farming. So the water source of the fish can be either seawater or fresh water, such as in rivers, ponds. So fishing can be done both by the capture and culture of the fish in marine and freshwater ecosystem. Okay, so we have two types of fisheries, marine fisheries and the inland fisheries. So first what do you mean by the marine fisheries? So India's marine fishery includes 7,500 km of coastline and the deep seas beyond it. So the popular marine fishes variety include mackerel, tuna, sardine, Bombay duck. These are the marine fishes. They are to be caught using many kinds of fishing net from the fishing boat. Some marine fishes of a high value, so this include like a finned fishes like the mullets, pearl spot, shellfish like the prawns, mussels, oysters. These are the seaweeds. So oysters are also cultivated for their pearls they have to be make. Okay. Next we have inland fishery. So what do you mean by inland fishery? So the freshwater resource include the canals, ponds, reservoir and rivers. So the while capturing the fishing is also done in such inland water bodies, the yield is not high. Most fish production from these resources is through the aquaculture. ठीक है. So fish culture is sometimes done in combination with the rice crop, so that fish are grown in the water in the paddy field. So more intensive fish farming can be done in the composite fish culture system. Both local and imported fish species are used in such system. Okay. So the one problem with such composite fish culture is that many of these fish breed only during monsoon. So even if fish seed is collected from the wild, it can be mixed with that of the other species as well. So to overcome this problem, ways have now been worked out to breed these fish in pond using the hormonal stimulation. So this ensure the supply of the pure fish seed in the desired quantities. Okay. Our third one we have, last we have beekeeping. So what do you mean by the beekeeping? So the protection of the bees for the rearing, for caring and management of the bees, मतलब जिसमें हम bees की उसको केयर करते हैं, उसकी मैनेजमेंट करते हैं, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? beekeeping. Or its study is to be called as, means that branch of science in which we have to rearing the bees, that is to be called as the apiculture. Okay. So bees mostly give us honey. So honey is a sweet syrup formed from the nectar of the flower, collected modified chemically, and the sugar in the honey bee are the glucose, fructose, sucrose and the dextrine. Okay. So next we have the local varieties of the bees used for commercial honey production are the Apis cerana indica, commonly known as the Indian bee. Okay. Next we have A. dorsata, Apis dorsata, Apis flora, Apis mellifera. So these have also been used for the high yield of the honey. And the Italian bees have high honey collection capacity. They sting somewhat else, so they stay in a given beehive for a long period, and the value and quality of the honey depend upon the flower available to the bees for the nectar and pollen collection. Okay. So this is all about our honeybees. So now our chapter has been completed. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.